Just
Best 2 out of 3.
Okay, ready? Rock, paper,
I'm gonna fucking kick your ass. Ready?
Okay, on shoot though.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot?
Yes.
Let's go.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Damn it.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper.
I'm done. That was too much. Hi, I'm Reggie BlackLight DeVore. I am a father, husband, mentor, CEO of Headbang Records, audio engineer, producer, and mixer.
I am Lord Jordvn. I am a rapper, dancer, beatboxer, a co-founder of the group Wavy Souls, the CEO of Endless Ocean LLC.
Endless Ocean.
Yeah. And what's it called? Thank you for tuning on into our interview about our EP. So, what Overstand basically means to me is kind of like comprehension on a deeper level, almost like on a God tier level. Basically, you know how when you understand something, you get it, but at the same time, the word under is there, right? So that kind of puts you beneath things. But when you overstand something, you know, think of it like that God view or that Hawkeye view, whatever you want to choose. You see it all, the good, the bad. You completely comprehend what's going on. And that's basically where I kind of stand with that word overstand. That was not on purpose, by the way.
Yeah, for me, Overstand, and the reason that I resonate with the name Overstand for this project was similar to the same lines of Lord Jordvn was saying, that God's here overlooking everything, but in a simpler way, I would say we understand that 1 + 1 = 2. But when you overstand, you understand why the 1 and the 1 would be there at the beginning. That's a very simple way of saying it, but in a more practical, real life approach to it, it's like a maturity of or growth. Like, you know what it takes to get to what you want. You know the work that you got to put in to chase your dreams, and to complete that equation. So that's why I like the word, the title Overstand for this project.
Well, how this whole shebang started was I actually was visiting from Las Vegas. I actually live back in Texas now, but at the time I lived in Las Vegas. I was visiting my family because I actually went through a breakup. I went through, this whole issue with my job. I was working like too much. And basically, eventually I was like, I need to be around family. Oh yeah, and I also have my stepsister who passed away. And I was like, yeah, I kind of need to be around family right now. That's basically what that was at the end of the day. So I went to go visit, my family. And then my cousins from Louisiana just so happened to be visiting Texas at the exact same time. My mom was like, oh, well, they should probably go ahead and go to Austin Park and Pizza real quick. So it should be, they can go ahead and go have some fun with the kiddos and stuff, and the adults can go and get some drinks and stuff like that. When we went there, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, right after I get through with the go-karts, this man is already there with his son. I don't even know how that happened. And I was like, yo, is that BlackLight? What's up, bro? And then he was like, oh, shit, what's up? I thought that you were in Vegas. And then eventually he was like, yo, this is like fate right here. We got to go ahead and do something now that you're back. I'm like, yeah, I'll be back in like a few weeks. But yeah, that was basically it. And that's kind of how that whole shebang really started right there.
Yeah. The reason a little more information, the reason I wound up going to Austin Parks and Pizza, it was my son's birthday. So I decided to take him out. But for me, it was more of, it was an emotional time for me because I had lost my father. We both had losses, right?
Oh, I didn't.
And I also was going through a period of where I had to deal with depression on a different level, as far as like the oppressor was attacking my son, and it took a lot out of me. So going to Austin Parks and Pizza was just like trying to, me and my son had been fighting this fight, trying to keep him in school and stuff like that. And by the way, my son's a straight A student. He shouldn't have been kicked out of school. But I don't even want to go into that because I'm still not fully over it. Anyway, so I I went there trying to have some fun, and I wind up seeing Jordvn there, and I was like, yeah, well, this has to be fate, because like I'm looking for, I'm trying to find that spark, of love, of life again, because I had lost it. I was so much a warrior at that point, for good reason. But yeah, so that's what the primordial energies that started, the process of this project that we're releasing now.
So when it comes to naming the songs and whatnot, it's kind of just like based off of whatever we wrote at the end of the day. I mean, I imagine most songs are like that. But for Cop A Field used to be a Copperfield, but then we ended up switching it around because we just didn't want to go and be involved with anything to do with those islands and whatnot. So yeah, there's that aspect of it, but it used to be a Copperfield because for obvious reasons, I'm shaking the gin, and you know what I'm saying. As for Tyrant, that one came because of I'd made the beat, but I'd watched something on Netflix called How to Become a Tyrant, just because I just think that stuff's interesting, the mindset behind people and whatnot, and what they do. And that one, the entire time I was inspired by that, so that was easy to go and say I'm a tyrant off these bars of Kim Jong-un, but more insane. What's it called? For Overstand, I mean, that one is the title. You know what I'm saying? This is the one that basically encapsulates the whole entire project, if you ever would. And then Wave, that one was probably the one that kind of took the longest, because we were just like, I don't know what to call it, and I don't know how. How did you get Wave? I don't even remember.
So, in the process of making all the beats, I think I started naming them Wave 1, Wave 2, and
That's
Wave 3.
what it was, yeah.
And actually, we wrote that into it, not even on purpose. And then it was just like, well, we just might as well just keep it Wave.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm Lord Jordvn, one of the creators of Wavy Souls, what's it called? And then Astro, Tsunami himself came through, so it just kind of makes a lot of sense. This was like one big like wave into like the entire project, if you think about it.
Yeah, definitely. 100% concerned.
That one was easy. That was like super easy, because it was kind of just like vibe, make beat, make lyrics. You know what I'm saying? Like we said before, we're kind of like doers. So every time we got together, it was kind of like, all right, well, we're in the studio. All right, well, let's start. And then we start making beats. What's it called? I even brought my laptop over one time, and I had made like I was saying before, I made the Tyrant beat, and I showed him, we should go ahead and use some of these. And then we ended up using just one of them, but that was the one that he enjoyed the most. But yeah, everything was just like, yep, decision made, let's go. Yep, decision made, let's go.
Yeah, definitely. So working with Jordvn, don't take this the wrong way. So
Okay,
Jordvn is an acquired taste. You know what I mean? And it's almost addictive. Kind of like beer. If you're like a beer drinker, no one really likes beer at first, because I damn sure didn't like, joke.
I didn't like Corona, bro. I don't even drink no more, bro. I get it.
So yeah, just the and coupling off that, not to be so negative saying that he's an acquired taste, but finding people that are truly 100% themselves. If you're not settled within yourself and know yourself, you can easily be rubbed the wrong way by someone like that, right? And it wasn't a challenge or anything like that. It was more like a respect. Like, I respect that you have the self-confidence to be exactly who you are, which made me actually want to work with him even more. You understand what I'm saying? It's not so when I say acquired taste, it's like, no, it's like I know that I'm a boss. I know that I'm probably one of the smartest people in the room. And I want to be around people that think and feel the same way. You know what I'm saying? So it takes a lot of, self-confidence to, do that, right?
For sure. And you know, I never took offense to the whole acquired taste thing because I mean, at the end of the day, you know, caviar is expensive as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know, sometimes it takes a little bit to acquire that taste. Not to say that I've ever had caviar. I'm a vegetarian, but yeah.
Boy, I be too tripped. I met a chick do a magic trick with the stick like a David Copperfield. I hit a shake in the
How did we meet? Well, so on my first tour that I planned out, we took a stop in Hawaii and we did 3 shows in like a week, right? And in the process of doing that, you know, you hit up artists that are in that area to like help you promote and put on and stuff like that. And I hit up Astro, and Astro was like, yeah, these are the clubs that you want to try to contact, yada yada yada. And I have a squad. It was Curbside at the time.
Shout out Curbside.
Yeah, Curbside.
Shout out Astro Guillotine.
Yeah, that's the homie.
That's the brother for me.
Yeah, so we to make a long story short, I planned it all out. We went out to Hawaii, you know, family vacation, but you know me, if I'm gonna be going somewhere, I gotta be making some money, right? So we did the first show. It was great. The second show came and Astro walked up and was like, yo, my homie Jordan wants to get on. Do we have any spots available? I was like, yeah. Well, before that I was like, can this man perform? He's like, bro, he's a performer. And I was like, that's all I needed to hear. So what was it? Was it Next Door?
Yeah, Club Next Door. That was the place I used to be a hype man at too. So,
yeah?
Club
so Next Door, at Club Next Door, I'm literally like, I had no idea what to expect. And Jordan got on stage and it was, you probably had a better show than I did at that point.
I appreciate you, bro. I don't even remember doing it. I
didn't have my band. You know what I mean? That's why I say if I would have had my band with me, you know, it would have been a different type of vibe. But like, you didn't need that. Like, you went out there and you did your damn thing, and I was like, oh, this man is a performer. So you know, that's how I met Jordan.
That's fire as fuck, man. Yeah, that's basically the story right there. And then eventually we ended up shooting a music video together. The music video was off the Mizubushin EP. It was the song called Nami, which also means wave, but in Japanese.
I completely forgot about that. I was in that video. Whoa.
Yep, you were in that music video and you pulled up to that. So yeah. What's it called? Literally, he's holding a clock over his head. I think it might have said 254 or something. I can't remember. I hope it said 254. But yeah.
Which is crazy. Both of us are from the same city.
We're actually both from Killeen, Texas. So.
Kangaroo.
Yeah, well, I went to Shoemaker High School. Actually, this is the ring that I wear. I don't know why you hate. No. It's the same city.
If it wasn't for Killeen High School, there would be no Shoemaker.
Doesn't make a difference to me. I went there and I lived in Killeen.
Right. So yeah, it's like it was just meant to be. I feel like even if I didn't go to Hawaii, I would have ran into you. He says no, but I think we would have.
I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. Well, the way I see it is, you know, you guys are gonna go ahead and see. It's only 4 tracks. You know, individually, if you just listen to those songs by themselves, you're probably gonna be like, oh, these are just some cool tracks or whatever, right? But how they kind of tie together would be through the fact that, you know, every aspect of it is like from where we are to currently at the moment. Our whole thought process is kind of like entangled in it, in the essence of like trying to see things through that overstanding lens, and also just adding, you know, the bad parts and the good parts, like I was saying earlier when I was describing Overstand, you know, specifically like the tyrant aspect being like, oh, these are some of the bad things that are happening in the world, and then, you know, the Overstand part where it's like, you know, just the real stuff that's happening, the David Copperfield stuff in the essence of like, it's a fun type of vibe, you know what I'm saying? And then the wave track, which would just be straight up like, this is where we are individually as artists. So I guess that's basically what you can go and expect. I'd rather you go in with absolutely no expectations though. Just go in there, just no expectations. From there, you can go and just make a whole opinion.
Yeah. So my approach to music always is, you know, I'm gonna write about my life. and my thoughts and the way that I interpret the world. And I found that I'm not the only one that interprets the world like that. And so I remember being younger and listening to music. Sometimes I didn't have the words to put to the emotions that I was having, or even having situations happen that I couldn't even correctly catalog in my mind of where it would be. You know what I mean? So with that, I'm saying I'm a more mature person now, and I would like for the people or whoever's consuming this album to, you know, find some relatability and maybe be able to put words to those emotions that they're feeling. And, you know, something that they, even if there's things that they were a little bit like, I don't know if this is good or bad. And it's like, you know what? Now I have a kind of an urban dictionary on how to catalog or classify these events that are happening in my life. And with that comes, you know, understanding and overstanding. And then with that comes healing, which is always, you know, the major point of what I want. I want you to be able to relate the feelings that you're having, correctly catalog it, and then be able to move on in a balanced way. So that's what you will be able to expect.
Thank you very much for watching the Overstand EP interview with me and my boy BlackLight. We are excited for you guys to go and watch the content, whether it be the video or even just go ahead and listen to the EP. Thank you very much. Peace, Roni Cheese. Stay safe and stay healthy, yo.
Y'all make sure y'all follow him at It's Lord Jordvn on Instagram. Y'all follow me at BlackLight_hip_hop on Instagram. Links in our bio, so all our stuff, YouTube. Make sure you stay tuned into there. That's where we're going to be dropping all our videos. Also, yes, stay tuned because we're going to be doing live shows to promote the album and everything like that. So thanks a lot, guys, for tuning in. Peace.
Ooh, shameless plug. Make sure you go and get that Lord Jordvn EP.
Get the merch.
Get that merch, you know.
Get that merch. Show on the back. Show on the back. Show on the back.
Ooh, hold on. Ooh.
They ain't ready for it.
Ooh, what?
Y'all ain't
You
ready.
ain't know the hoodie too.
They ain't
When it
ready.
comes in a few colors. Ah.
Y'all stay easy.
Peace.
Peace.